What's up? It's January 3rd, 2021. And the other day I was thinking about how so many people were fixated on calling 2020 a very, very bad year. Indeed, it was odd. It displayed strange times, dispositions, all types of unfathomable events. But I want to remind people that 2020 was just the end of a very odd and strange decade. January 1st, 2011 began another decade. In January 1st, 2011, there were dead birds dropping out the sky. On January 1st, 2011, dead birds dropping out the sky. And with the next few months, there would go on to be all types of thousands and thousands of dead animals all over the world. And that's when it started. Now, at this point in 2021, we're kind of like used to it when we hear about it. I don't even think it makes news anymore. But back then, at the beginning of that decade, in 2011, there was all types of animals popping up dead in different areas all over the world. Now, following that, there were all types of, how should I say this? Sinkholes popping up everywhere. Everywhere, all over the world, sinkholes began to pop up. That March or May, or something around that time, I want to say March 2011, you had the tsunami that hit Japan after that 9-point scaled earthquake. So that's when a whole bunch of things started to happen. I mean, that tsunami was ridiculous. Apocalyptic, as some would say. Ridiculous. Oh, man. I can just remember, a 130-foot high tsunami. Very, very strange times. Also, with that decade, you had the beginning of the Arab Spring, or what they call the Arab Spring, where Assyria began to be in total destruction. Egypt went in total destruction. Muhammad Morsi was apprehended. He was running a straight totalitarian style dictatorship over there. What happened to Gaddafi? Man, there was all types of things happening. So I don't want anybody to think that it's just going to magically get better in 2021. If anything, it's going to get worse. And this isn't fear-mongering. This isn't being a pessimist. This is just reading the signs of the times. Go back and look at all the events that happened beginning in January 2011. And look at the synchronized timed events that happened all the way up to 2020. 2020 was just the end of a very, very strange, odd, and bad decade. And do you honestly think because the clock strikes 12 o'clock and flips to another day, and it's a so-called man-made Greco-Roman timed calendar, that everything's just going to be magically put back to a sense of ease? I beg to differ. Y'all be safe, stay vigilant. Peace.